Ooh, 1 damage, yeah. That tree, though, the tree's doing, like, guaranteed 20 damage every turn that hits her. Okay, so she's got the Hex, so if she attacks, she'll heal the boss. So we're gonna have her just summon a person.
My turn.
He also has the Hex, so if he attacks, it'll heal the boss. So we're gonna have him put up the tenacity buff on himself, so the next time he gets hit, he gets healed. And you are gonna go to the sword weak point and get out your sword and use lethal blow. Nice. She can't reach the spear weak point. I also just realized the mind controls thing is under the boss's foot. So we can't use it currently.
Captain?
Tree is on cooldown. Radiant Arrow is hardly going to do any damage, so we might as well save it. I feel like she's gonna summon dudes. Oh, roar. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna take the hit. We're gonna take the hit. Because it will heal her if I try to avoid it. Alright, so let's figure this out. We've got sword, spear, book, spear. Okay.
What do you require?
Yes.
Sword.
At your command.
One, two. Shadowquake.
You got it.
Spear.
Give the word.
Spear. Oh my god, she's at 17!
How can I help?
The only one who hasn't gone is the healer. The healer is not going to be able to do it for 7. Healer is for 1! Damn it! Oh, the tree. If only the tree was available, the tree could kill her. Okay, Radiant Arrow takes her down to 2, and then maybe she bleeds to death. That's the first power of friendship we've seen. Oh, there we go. I just got the achievement. She died to the 5 damage bleed from the healer's sword. Oh my god. How long was that fight? I'd have to check. Dang, that was a lot of stuff. I think we used 3 of the 9 undos I had saved up until that point. That was a lot. Do the sound.
It's over, Sable. Give up.
Not until you beat the roguelike 4 more times.
A momentary lapse. This changes nothing. Death is my domain, and its doors are open now. Before the sun has risen, I will return.
Then we'll beat you again. And again, and again. As many times as it takes.
Champion. Resolve in the face of inevitability is madness. Death is. Death must be for great and small alike. To deny this is to deny life itself. Come what may. This world will end.
Maybe, but not today.
Alright, so I don't know if there's any acts beyond this one. Dude, it's rolling credits again? Dude, it rolled credits when I beat Act 3, and then it was like, JK, there's more game. And now it's rolling credits again, and I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. What was that sound from? Oh, the ooh-ee-ah-ee sound? Well, that's a pre-existing meme, but that was in the game with the haunted museum with the anomalies or whatever. I haven't even met her yet. I will say, yeah, Twisted Gallery. That was it, yes. I will say, having the Necromancer on the team was chef's kiss for fighting a Bernhardt. It made him so much easier. But on some other fights, like the Dragon, it was of minimal help. But it was nice if she was like about to be mind controlled, I just summoned a dude and then she would just fight her own summon. Alright, skip the credits, we've already seen them. Purification. You've defeated the fallen Eidolon and ended her rampage for now. Okay, hold on, we just got a bunch of Steam achievements. Clear an expedition with all characters mastery level maxed out at level 20. Clear an expedition without losing any allies in battle. I mean, I used undo buttons, but... Clear an expedition with trial level 1 or higher. Hang on a second. Alright, hang on, what do we got? Personal use a shot if you start more enemies with you. Ballista? A ballista? Recruit Elena. Okay, that's another character. Rare Blessing. Fontaine. Obtain 5 or more mythic skills on a single character. Recruit 8 allies. So that's all the optional allies. Obtain a greater blessing and all normal blessings. Upgrade a blessing at the altar of fire. Repair an ancient staff. Enchant 3 pieces of equipment on 1 character to max. Upgrade an accessory. Clear an expedition with 4 more characters with a sword. Promote at least one of Ash's classes and all 8 allies' classes to maximum. Unlock all of Ash's memories. Clear an expedition with more than 10,000. Wait, Ash's? Who's Ash? Ash's memories. Is that, wait, is the main character canonically named Ash? So it's like Ash Ketchum. Clear an expedition with 4 more spellcasters. Discover the true ending. Clear an expedition with trial level 3 or higher. Raise Evie and Elena's partnerships level 3. Clear a expedition without Evie or Rosalina and Ash not set to a healer class. So no healers. Look, Ma, no heals. Geomancer. Create wet, icy, blazing, and miasma terrain all at once in a single battle. Undead Army. Defeat an expedition with Soraya and Ash's classes set to Dark Mage, Wizard, or Sorcerer. Long odds. Clear an expedition with 4 or fewer characters. Clear an expedition with trial level 5 or higher. Oh my god. Clear an expedition with 5 characters equipped with upgraded accessories. With no relics. Defeat Sable with every ally at least once. Raise Laurent and Fontaine's partnership to 3. Clear an expedition with trial level ultimate. Raise Emil and Soraya's partnership to 3. Raise Marco and Rosalina's partnership to 3. Complete all primary challenges. And there's 8 hidden. Okay. So it was 5 hours and 42 minutes to beat that run that included the dragon. Hey, Chip. Okay, oh my god, we got a lot of resources on that one. Hey, we've got all the tips to find whoever this is. A mysterious wandering archer has been sighted aiding refugees and hunting Imperials across the island. Sounds like someone we should get to know. According to those who've crossed her path, the archer is a woman who first came here a year ago, around the time rumors of Imperial activity were first reaching the mainland. The archer served with... Hello. Hi. Oh, hold on, chat. I'm gonna take 5 for a minute. Do you need attention? He's purring. I can hear a motor behind my head. What's up, dude? I can never replace this chair, chat. It is ripped to shreds, but the back of it is just the right size for him to be able to do this. And I can't take that away from him. Show this clip to Hassan. Be like, look, man, if you love your pet, You don't have to do that horrible stuff, and it will hang out with you. If you know, you know. Alright, do you want your spot over here? Yeah, that's what I thought. As soon as I pulled the other chair over, he's like, oh. Okay. Hopefully that fills his tank for a little bit. Okay. According to those who have crossed her path, the Archer is a woman who came here a year ago, around the time rumors of Imperial activity were first reaching the mainland. The Archer served with the relief organization after the war. According to an Imperial defector, she's a highly skilled trapper and tracker. The Archer's name is Elena. She fought in the war on the mainland 5 years ago. Those who have met her since describe her as a quiet, serious, and burdened by something. If we mean to recruit her, Marco and Evie have expressed a desire to come along. Mukluk can now be the light mage class. While adjacent, physical attack +1 and magic attack +1, accuracy +1. When you take an action, it has cooldown skills reduced by 2 turns. Okay. Okay. You need to reread all of that with the hat on. Oh my god, give me a break. So I can now be a light mage if I want to. I can now be a fighter if I want to. Guarantee critical hit plus damage. So, Charmon, do you remember we were talking about, I was like, hey, if you go on a run and no one has an axe, does that mean that axe weak points won't show up? Something I noticed on the dragon there is that it occasionally had 2 spear weak points. And I have 2 spears in the party, you know? However, before she joined, I never saw 2 spear weak points. I am guessing the weak points will always correlate to what you would have if your 5 people are alive. Now, that could be wrong, but that's my current theory based on what I've seen so far. Now, obviously, if you had someone and then they died, those weak points still show up, because I've seen that. Okay, lots of friendship. Alright. Time for Officer. Bye, Crimson. Conspirator's Ring Relic. Gain a 50% discount on items in shops. Okay, hold on. Oh, I got that one guy in chat crazy for hats. Hourglass of Night. Upon acquiring this item, your undo count is increased to 66. This effect persists for the remainder of the current expedition, but the undo count will never replenish. I can't imagine going through 66 undos. If you add all the undos up that I used over that entire run, I'm guessing it was like 10, maybe 15. Black Vial. Upon acquiring this item, a chosen ally instantly gains a mythic skill, but can acquire no further mythic skills for the rest of the expedition. Miser's Purse. During battle, for every 500 gold you possess, all allies gain +1 physical and magical attack, capping at 10. Okay.
Home sweet home.
It's almost starting to feel that way, isn't it?
It's certainly a little more inviting now that the sky's the right color again.
Our scouts report the Imperials are ceding ground across the island.
And Sable?
The barrier around her fortress went back up this morning. Like we predicted, it forced out the troops we stationed there.
Nothing's ever easy.
Take heart, my friend. Now we know the way in and how to beat her. We just have to do it again.
We should have some help before long. The Regency might be slow to respond to a threat, but there's no way they won't respond now.
Good. But we're not putting up our feet just yet. Our enemies may be on their heels, but they won't stay that way for long. And I still have a few memories to get back.
No rest for the wicked.
Okay. I am very... Hold on. Where was the memories? Here. Alright. Okay, so we can get 2 more memories unlocked for the main character. Let's see what this one is.
On the first day of winter, you walk through the doors of a tavern a few days' ride from home.
What brings you into town so late in the season?
Rufus? I'm looking for a highborn woman, traveling with a bodyguard. Big guy, ugly face.
Prediction! Okay, so, a while back, this woman said they wanted to buy our land, and she offered a terrible rate. But she said if you don't take it, we've got this stupid law that says that we could take your land and you'll get nothing. And our character is angry about it, of course, but he is also intelligent. He's like, we get nothing if we try to fight this in the courts. We have no money, and they will win and take everything from us, and then we'll be destitute. But our brother is just like, raw and seeing anger. So I think we came here secretly without telling our brother, and we're going to try to make a deal with this lady. And no matter what, we kind of lose, but he's trying to, like, mitigate the losses. That's what I think is about to happen.
Who you calling ugly, mud farmer?
You turn to see the man in question rising from an alcove in the corner.
I'm here to see your boss. Get her.
Anton approaches and puts a hand on your shoulder, grabbing a fistful of your coat.
I got a better idea. How about I drag you outside and kick you in the guts till my leg gets tired?
Break his knee? Assuring warfare!
So when your leg gets tired, can I talk to your boss?
What did you... Ah!
Anton lets out a yelp as you pivot your hips, draw one leg back, and slam your heel down into his knee.
How's your leg feeling now?
He stumbles backwards, gait off balance, pawing for the hilt of his sword.
You snot-faced little shit!
Anton, that's enough.
In the corner alcove, Leora leans out, scowling in annoyance.
You expect me to just take that?
You will if you'd like to be paid. Now leave if you can't contain yourself.
This isn't over.
I mean, does he have a broken knee? Because he's not going very far.
He shoulder checks you as he limps toward the tavern door. You join Leora at her table, taking a seat across from her. She's sipping a glass of wine and working her way through a stack of letters.
Apologies. He's a brute, even for a bodyguard.
She glances up for a moment. Her eyes flick to a knife on the tabletop between you.
I trust you're not here to do something foolish.
If you mean slitting your throat, I thought about it, but it wouldn't help. They'd send someone meaner and stupider in a week.
Less. My employers are very eager to get this business done with.
I'm not here to talk to them. I'm here to talk to you.
Me? Whatever for?
I'm hoping you're the kind of schemer who might entertain a business offer behind their boss's back. If the risk is low and the money's good.
And if I were? What sort of offer would I be entertaining?
Smuggling.
Leora cocks an eyebrow, curiosity piqued. She pushes her letters aside, takes up her wineglass, and sits back.
My parents were merchants. Good ones, with 30 years of roots and contacts to show for it. My brother and I have been planning to take over their operation this spring.
I'll bite. What sort of business are you getting into?
Reconstruction trade, between the provinces.
You and every other bumpkin with a wagon and a mule.
Exactly. Right now, the whole continent's rebuilding, and some parts are rebuilding faster than others. For the next few years, any merchant with a brain will buy goods in the capital and sell down south, while people like your bosses buy up roads and charge for the privilege. But there's one thing they can't buy. One thing the Regency will always control.
And what would that be?
Borders. And the taxes that go with them. Right now, they're an afterthought. But in a year or two...
And I suppose that's where a good smuggler seizes the advantage. You, I take it?
I could be. With some help.
What sort of help are you in the market for?
I've got the know-how and connections
Luxury
to turn
goods.
5 coins into 10. What I don't have is access to the kinds of goods, in the sort of quantity, that turns 10,000 coins into 20.
What kind of goods are we talking about?
Chocolate, wine, beef, jewelry, maybe some expensive cutlery.
Leora frowns, not seeing the connection.
Luxury items in country markets. The kinds of things people like me buy once or twice a year from whoever can offer the best price.
Ah, I see now. So I help you get your little business started, and in exchange...
You get a cut. And the kind of friend who makes other opportunities possible.
I do so love making clever new friends.
But I want to make one thing clear. I won't carry anything illegal. When it comes to breaking the law, the smuggling itself is as far as I'll go.
I'm insulted by the very insinuation.
Leora
Also, I
rubbed a
get to keep
finger
my
at
house,
the rim
please?
of her wine glass, thinking.
In a world where this all comes true, I suppose it would be in my financial interests if my new friend the smuggler didn't lose their little hut.
There it is.
And I suppose as an agent of the consortium, I'd be uniquely positioned to throw a bit of sand in the gears.
If you say so.
She smirks, studying you with narrowed eyes. You get the sense she's impressed.
So? What'll it be?
I'm not opposed to making a little money on the side, or inflicting some pain on the Sobeks.
But?
Your brother. He's hot-headed. I won't work with him.
Silvio won't be a problem.
Ooh, family secrets, is it? So much for the rugged country morals.
I'll worry about morals when I'm dead. Do we have a deal or not?
Leora smiles widely, extending a hand across the table.
Deal.
You reach forward, taking her hand in yours, and the memory begins to fade.
Okay, interesting. I like that I didn't predict that accurately there. I mean, I guess I did say we were gonna go behind our brother's back and try to make a deal with her, and I guess that kind of happened, but it didn't go in the way I thought it was. I expected him to focus on the house. This whole thing about like the smuggling was unpredicted by me. I didn't see that coming.
It's a warm summer evening, a few days after your return from your most recent expedition, when you find Silvio sitting outside with his nose in a book.
There you are. I've been looking for you all afternoon.
I've been here.
I need some help fixing one of the wagon's wheels later. Think you can help me out?
Fine.
What are you reading?
A book?
You open your mouth to ask another question, but are interrupted by the sound of coughing inside the house. Each cough feels like a dagger in your chest. You grit your teeth, fists clenched, and wait for it to stop. Silvio closes his book and looks up at you.
For any newcomers, it's a little sister who's very sick.
You okay?
No. Damn it. I thought that syrup I bought in Castilian was helping.
I already tried all that stuff. Syrups and teas and whatever else. It helps her symptoms, but that's all. Which I would have told you if you'd brought me along.
One of us has to be here. Carmen's too young to leave alone, especially now.
Obviously. Just interesting how you decided that ought to be me, all on your own.
If you want to trade places so much, be my guest.
Something tells me your clients wouldn't like that very much.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not stupid. One moment we're agonizing over how to make ends meet. The next, you're tripling our investment on every expedition.
What are you suggesting?
He shrugs mildly, glancing away.
So, our guy's like a genius businessman, but then also remember, he broke the knee of a fully armored guard, and he swung around that giant greatsword in the ox stance, so he also lifts.
Those consortium people.
This guy
sure
is a
got
prime
strangely
bachelor,
quiet
chat.
After all that fuss.
Get you
they
one.
made. Odd coincidence.
Admit the truth.
I've been doing some smuggling for them.
Obviously.
But nothing illegal. And just until we can get things steady.
Silvio scoffs, rolls his eyes, and turns to face you.
I don't care if you're helping some noble save money on her taxes. If I'd have been smart enough to think of it, I might have done the same thing. I know your heart's in the right place.
Oh,
I mean,
thanks, bro.
Hell, you didn't hesitate to back me up when that idiot bodyguard threatened us.
We're bros.
But I asked you to make a promise, and you refused. And then you did the exact thing I was worried about and lied to me about it.
You've been stewing on this for a while, huh?
Yeah, well, not like I have much else to do.
He opens his book again, flipping back to where he left off.
What are you reading, anyway?
Grimaldi's Tales.
That old copy of Dad's? Since when are you interested in fairy tales?
I was reading those silly Heinrich books with Carmen the other night. Something in one of them reminded me of a story from this. Do you remember the one about Gelly and the Great Tortoise?
Refresh my memory?
There's a little girl named Gelly. Her mother's dying. One day she hears about this tortoise that grants wishes on an island of cliffs in the north.
As Silvio thumbs through the pages, his eyes widen slightly. A current
Is
of
he gonna think the
excitement
story's true
in
and
his
go
voice.
looking for this turtle? We know he somehow ends up with shadow magic and is the third boss of the game, and Carmen is MIA.
So she builds a boat and sails there, climbs the cliffs, searches the island. Until finally she realizes the island is the tortoise, and she cries out to it asking for help. The tortoise sheds a single tear. Gelly puts it in a bottle and brings it home. And when her mother drinks it...
He looks up. For the first time, you notice bags under his eyes. How long has it been since he slept?
Back him up.
Sure wish we had some magic turtle potion. Sounds useful.
What if we did?
What?
I mean, not that specifically, but what if there was something, some way?
Silvio.
He casts the book aside, leaning in close to you.
What if we didn't have to just accept it all? Living and dying and scraping to survive in the mud. What if there's more? Out there? What if we could find more?
The tone of his voice unnerves you, but something else tugs at the edges of your memory.
Habibi says, do you know if ANET resets bugged maps if you send in a bug report, or do I just wait until the map closes naturally? Honest answer, I don't know the answer to that. I would assume if they know about a problem, they might force a map to close, but we also know that maps constantly open and close just on a pretty regular basis. But I do not know. I guess it would depend on the severity of the bug.
A half-heard conversation in a soldier's pub in Lanetta. The tall tales of sailors in the port towns to the north. The whispers of ancient gods peeking from the shadows of every tale you ever heard at the foot of your father's chair. But before you can speak, another fit of coughing erupts from within the house. Silvio sighs and stands.
I'll go put some broth on for her.
Yeah, all right.
Silvio turns and starts off toward the house. A few steps away, he pauses, facing away from you as he speaks.
Listen, what we're doing, it isn't working. It's time to try something else.
I'll take care of it, Silvio. You don't need to worry so much. I'm gonna handle this.
He glances back over his shoulder, meeting your gaze with a single vacant eye.
Okay. Whatever you say.
I wonder
The
if he
summer wind gusts
does
your
let
brother's
us handle
back
it, and
as
then
he
she
turns
dies,
and
then he
walks
blames
away.
us.
And the memory begins to fade.
Sister has ligma. There's 4 more memories. Let's see. So fighter is axe sword. Wait. Oh. Okay, so I was about to say, does he always have the sword? Because when the other guy's the fighter, he's axe and whatchamacallit, spear and shield. And then light mage, the other lady's a light mage, and she's, what is she? She's book, sword, shield. Can you change it? What, like the weaponry? No. Looks like it's presets. Now, with the Pioneer, I was mostly using the bow, and then I was using the sword just when I needed to for weak points. If I changed to Light Mage, I would have more emergency heals. Actually, wait, hold on. What? If I changed to Light Mage, I'd have more emergency heals, but the downside is it's